Thanks to the support as a channel member, Grant Charman. Oh, folks, I've been playing Football Manager for over 30 years at this point, and in all of that time, I've never had a Tycoon Takeover in any save I've been playing. That's either about to change, or for about the third time in those 30 years, Football Manager is massively trolling me. Hello and welcome to part 21 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and look at that. Look at it. I mean, I got this one, and I've had this one loads of times. This email, loads of times I've had this one. Blah, 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 blah. Tycoon Brackley Town. Normally, you hear nothing of it. To the point where didn't even bother starting the video. Was like, yeah, whatever. See this all the time. A few days before, my chairman, my good friend Francis, had stepped back from active involvement in football, put the club up for sale, etc., etc., etc. I kind of expected at least one of these to come through, and then a local businessman will take over and nothing will change. But then, less than 2 days later, board enforced transfer embargo. Well, hang on. The only deal we've been linked with so far is that Tycoon. And then this message is one I have never seen before. English investor Adam Robertson says he would make £22 million available for new players if his takeover plans for Brackley Town are successful. Robertson is reportedly looking to buy the club's owners out for around £160,000. The Brackley board have placed an embargo upon transfers as a result of the rumours regarding a possible takeover. These restrictions, blah, 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 blah. So there is a legitimate Tycoon who is legitimately in negotiations with the club and theoretically has a mid-table Premier League size transfer budget to offer me in the National League North. It's fair to say I'm excited. In other news, while all that's going on, we've played a few more football matches. In addition to the spanking we took at Southport in the last episode, we actually lost 2 on the bounce in the league as well. We've signed this guy on loan until the end of the season, Bradley Town. I still don't know how to say his name. He plays for the club I support, Posh, in real life. I say plays, we signed him and then he got injured and disappeared. So I've not actually heard his name be pronounced yet. But he's come in and offering a little bit of competition for places up front. You can see he scored there in one of the defeats. We have recovered, and this is what the National League North League table looks like. We're 4 points clear of South Shields, 7 points clear of Southport, and we've got South Shields due to play before the end of the season. That's where I was planning on coming back, that South Shields game. We have also broken our club record incoming transfer again. Reece Aston, one of the youngsters we brought in the summer who was never really happy at the club, has gone to Portsmouth for £24,000. In retrospect, it might not be the best piece of business we've ever done, but he was unhappy. He was causing problems. He wanted me to bring in new coaches when he first came. I didn't, and he got in a grumpy with that. Then he got in a grumpy that he wasn't really playing, even though he kind of was playing. And he was out of contract at the end of the season and had told me he was going to leave on a free. So to get any kind of money for him, to me, is fine. And frankly, if this happens, who cares anyway? I plan still for the next match I show you to be South Shields, or maybe Hereford and then South Shields, or Telford, Buxton, Kidderminster. Do we play any of them? No, we'll probably do Hereford and South Shields as the 2 matches, unless something happens between now and then. I just wanted you to be here for the breaking news so you could see me get giddy or heartbroken in real time. Just cross everything. I really think it would be a lot of fun to have a Tycoon takeover, and potentially changes the entire shape of the save as well, because if I have £22 million to spend, I ain't leaving, that's for sure. Oh my word. Literally the next continue. I've actually got goosebumps. I'm a 42-year-old man and I've got goosebumps. Brackley Town, count the money. Things may never be the same again at St James Park after English investor Adam Robertson successfully completed a takeover. I've got goosebumps of the National League North club. 30 years I've been waiting for this. According to Football Weekly, Robertson has promised that he'll stop at nothing to ensure Brackley Town become one of the greatest forces in domestic and continental football. Non-league to legend just became a one-club save, boys and girls. We've immediately turned professional. Just like that, we've turned professional. I now have a personal message from my new buddy, Adam. I want to thank you for your patience during... It hasn't been that stressful. Some £1.4 million has been put... That's not 22 million. Has been pumped into the club's coffers and a new transfer budget has been calculated. We have new club vision expectations. Obviously, get promoted and then stay up is the new expectations, which... seems absolutely fine by me. The transfer embargo has been lifted. In addition to going professional, we also now have meetings to discuss improvements. Oh, we're going to talk about the transfer budget. I don't know what I want to talk about first, my contract or the transfer budget. Oh, wow, Adam, if you give me £22 million, I genuinely don't think I can spend it. I don't think I can spend 1 million. We'd like to gauge your opinion on whether it would be useful for the transfer budget to be increased. Yes, please, Adam. Yes, that would be useful. I'd find that quite helpful. I love that idea. Nice one. Adam's just gone off to do it. Fill your boots, Adam. We'll get back to that because first, I like the fact that I'm not getting a pay rise amongst all this. The amount of money being thrown around the club, but your old pal Kev's not getting a pay rise. Is that a spoiler for the transfer budget? Or is that what... Because that's not 22 million. Is that, I mean, that's, this might not be all it's cracked up to be. To be fair, we've gone professional and, can I have a pay rise, please, Adam? What about £1,000 a week? Is that 875? Yeah, there you go. A slight pay rise for Kev. And the new transfer budget it's just 325,000. It's a long way from 22 million. But you know what? We've got 1.5 million in the bank. We have no debt. Our projection's looking very, very solid. Is he a full fat tycoon? He is a full fat tycoon. And presumably he'll just keep pumping the money in now. Next season's transfer budget's going to be 2.5 grand. We've only got 30% return. Some of it, we need to have a few more conversations. Adam, where have you gone? Can I increase retained revenue? Can I increase next season's budget? And then I need to get facilities worked on. But I don't, because I've never had a tycoon before, I don't really know how it works. So I've signed my new contract. I kind of thought I was just going to get 22 million to spend immediately. It looks like that's not the case, but we have got some money to spend immediately. I mean, how much would that turn the wage budget into? Oh my word, that's a lot of budget for this level. Okay. Just keep pressing continue. Wait and see if we get some of the other stuff of it. Hold on, what's that? News, social feed. Another part of the club just died. All right, Isla. I'm sorry. Did you just find out I was getting a new contract? Wowzers. We can't have... Okay. Well, we're not getting that changed. That's fine. They have increased next season. See, that's plenty for National League or National League North. It's more than they've ever had at that level before. It's still not millions, but I'd like to think the millions will flow eventually. Maybe. Is that how it works? I don't know how it works. Won't somebody explain the rules to me? Can we have all new facilities, please? Just give me all of the facilities. I hope this guy's stupid rich. Stupid rich is what we're looking for here. My director of football is trying to spend my money. Hold on, I need to do some scouting. Right, I can resolve this problem because I can put some of this new transfer budget into that scouting budget, and I can actually scout this guy now. There we go, we're scouting him. Magic. Okay. I will keep you up to date as and when significant stuff changes. Otherwise, I'll meet you in Hereford. We kind of have to get promoted this year now, I guess. Because if we don't, probably going to get fired. There you go, boys and girls. I don't mess about. Almost all the money already gone. And I haven't signed a player yet. That's how much it costs to get your training facilities and youth facilities upgraded. My new best friend Adam doesn't want to expand the stadium or build us a new stadium, so we're not getting that yet, but we are getting over £1 million worth of new facilities, so they better be proper spangly. We still haven't made any progress on signing this guy, although he has now been scouted, so I want to scout him a little bit more, but he looks exactly like my kind of striker, so very much we'll be looking to bring him in. £1.5 grand a week. We can do that now. £1.5 grand a week as a full-time player. What a thing. Of course, in amongst all this, we did lose our first game under the new regime, losing away against Alfreton before following up with a 4-3 win over Gloucester, which means with 11 games of the season left, we're 3 points clear of South Shields. And we now play Hereford, who are just clinging on to the bottom of the playoffs. I think we probably need to win. So it's going to be Laidlaw in goal, a back four of Shipley, Craig, Davies and McWilliams. Tripp at the base of the midfield. Peck and Defern ahead of him. Cabbier on the left, Beckham on the right. Hoinvian up front. Yes, it's quite a rotated team, but that's because we're playing quite a lot of football at the moment. And we've got one eye on an FA Trophy quarter-final. I think it's the quarter-final. We'd quite like to win the FA Trophy. That would be a nice little gift for my new best friend. Just deliver him a trophy almost immediately. And quite apart from anything else, we'll stop people asking that same stupid question in all the interviews that we had the other day. It seemed like all they cared about was trophies. Let's go and win a trophy. We could win the double, the National League North and the FA Trophy. So we've got to keep an eye on that. But we've got quite decent squad depth now, certainly in the attack. We've got multiple striker options, multiple winger options. So I'm quite happy to try different players. And obviously, Cabia and Beckham have been fantastic for us for over a year now. So there's no reason to be afraid of having them in the team. They've played plenty of football this season. What we'd like to do is not lose here, though. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine if after all of that excitement, we bottle this run in, finish second, and I get sacked before the playoffs even happen because it was a requirement that we went up automatically? In my head canon for what's gone on here, it was that 4-0 win in the FA Cup. That match of the day moment attracted the attention of my good buddy Adam. That's why he's decided to come in and throw the cash at us. So we might not have directly made any money off of the FA Cup run. So I say not any. We made about $250,000. Indirectly, it's led to us being a Premier League club in 5 years. We're going to do a Wrexham. I think that's got to be the plan. Do a Wrexham. Fire our way up the league with all the money in the world. I mean, there can't be many professional teams playing in the National League North. So that's going to stand to our advantage long term. We haven't renewed any contracts yet because everyone wants a massive pay rise. So we can't just throw out a load of pay rises. There's no point in getting all this extra money and just paying the same players. We've already got more money. So it's going to take a while before we actually have a squad of full-time players. So although we're a full-time club, me and all the staff are full-time, the lads don't turn up for training other than a Tuesday and a Thursday night, as always. So it will take a little bit of a while before that kicks in. This is not ideal. This is a long way from ideal. Maybe we've rotated a little bit too far. But ultimately, if we end up winning the FA Trophy, I could cope with losing this match. I don't think losing this match costs us getting promoted. Whereas obviously losing an FA Trophy semi-final makes it a lot harder to then go on and win the FA Trophy. I will offer some beration. I'm starting to worry that the boys might be afraid of you lot because it was in the last episode we shipped 6 goals and now you lot are here again and all of a sudden we're losing again. And it does take the shine off the excitement somewhat, but hopefully we drag our way back into the match over the course of this second half. Defern plays it over the top to Hoinvian. I need to learn to say his name because he's going to be a star at Posh. Hopefully, that was all the fanfare when he first signed. But yeah, we'll just call him Bradley. I think his first name's Bradley. Just call him Bradley for now. It'll be fine. Right, Beckham playing it over. I wonder how much the media coverage of having a Beckham at the club led to our fancy new owner coming in. There you go. There's 1 goal back. Edwin Defern, 10th goal of the season for him. What a good signing he's been as a loanee. 10 goals out of midfield. Excellent stuff from him. And good work from Cabia, who for now is still the highest paid player at the club. If we bring that young striker in, he will drop down to second place. And I suspect there'll be a few more following shortly afterwards as well. We're going to demand more. Come on, boys, get yourselves back into this game. We've got a beautiful chairman who I want to keep very happy. Please and thank you. Right, McWilliams is shattered. Could we sign McWilliams permanently? Probably not. But wouldn't it be exciting if we could? He is out of contract at the end of the season. That's a situation to monitor. Hopefully the days of players refusing to even discuss contracts because they don't believe I have the financial oomph to offer them, or whatever the phrasing they use is, hopefully those days are long gone. We've got more financial oomph than anybody else in this league. Right, demand more again. Go very attacking. Just for goodness sake, do a goal. I'm going to get Connor Hall on. I'm going to bring him on for Trip, and we're just going to go 2 up top. Just hurl the ball forward. Let's have a goal, please. At the very least, let's have an equaliser, because that keeps us a point ahead of South Shields then, who I think it's South Shields who we play next. It's either South Shields or Southport who we play in the other match I'm going to show you, not in the next match. In reality, that's the FA Trophy game. But I want to show you the important promotion deciding games. So I think they're the one we play before the end of the season. Right, Agbenone plays it into Hall. Connor Hall never lets us down. Oh, he has been hard done by this season, but he is there to rescue us when we need rescuing. He did it in the FA Cup. He's done it again here. And that is a good finish from him, actually. It's not exactly a trademark Connor Hall goal, but it's a very good finish. It's 2-2. We're staying attacking. Strike while the iron's hot. Let's go win the game. We're not staying very attacking, but we're going to try and get 3 points here. Why not? Bradley's through. Bradley, that's a red card, surely. It is a red card. He's absolutely hacked him down. They can't cope with us now, and we've got 11 versus 10. Just throw bodies forward. Grab us a winner, please and thank you. I don't think it's coming, is it? There's a lot of time being added on at the end of the match. But the first highlight we see in all of that time is a Hereford one, and they've played the ball in behind us. Camerson, I think, has it covered, but he's faffing about with it. He's then, I thought, picked his spot, but no, he's just aimlessly kicked it far away. Shipley nods it down to Agbenone, and now Shipley. Can we grab the winner here? Bradley on the left-hand side. He's got Hall in the middle if he can find the cross. He does find the cross. Hall is there. Connor bleeping Hall. 12 goals from him. He's a third-choice striker. That 12th goal of the season. What a goal scorer that man is. Oh, my goodness me. That could be absolutely crucial. He won't be here next season, regardless of what league we're in. We're obviously moving beyond Connor Hall, but he's giving us a few last memories of awesomeness, and that was huge. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Too right, it was a team talk. Don't credit Connor Hall, credit me. Right, we are, there's your FA Trophy quarterfinal, but it's South Shields that we're going to be back for, and fingers crossed, picking up another win. So a couple more comfortable wins. Beat Warrington in the league, knocked Aldershot very comfortably out of the FA Trophy. They're a team from the league above. That bodes well for the future. We are now going to be playing in the semi-final against Oldham. We're the only team below the National League still in that competition. What a statement it would be if we could go on and win it. That'll be the next episode, showing you that semi-final against Oldham. But for now, it's South Shields. They are the team 3 points behind us in the league. A win here, and we are an awfully long way towards securing our promotion to the National League. And this is the team. It's Laidlaw in goal. A back four of Shipley, Craig, Ellison and McWilliams. Ewing at the base of the midfield. Tripp and Dufern ahead of him. Agbenone on the left, Alpha Ruprecht on the right, Farmer up front. Louis Marsh did sign £1,500 a week. He's not match fit yet. He did come off the bench in the previous match. Didn't really do anything, but you know what? He's probably here for next season. I think next season we probably are going to have to look to switch to a 2-striker system and find a way to accommodate both him and Farmer in the same side. But that's a problem for next season. For now, we're just going to keep doing what has been working so far, drag ourselves over the finish line, and then focus on proper squad building in the summer. Obviously, before then, we have got potentially Premier League youngsters that we might be able to throw a little bit more money at than usual when that list comes out to us, which could lead to some very juicy transfers being prearranged because we've actually got money to do it with for the first time. But before then, let's just win this football match, shall we? We're up against the best goalkeeper in the league, this Boney guy. And wouldn't it be nice to ram a few goals past him? It's the best goalkeeper and it's the best striker. Farmer already has 30 league goals. And it'd be quite nice if he ended the day today with about 35. That would go down quite nicely with me. Shipley plays it infield to Tripp, who finds Agbenon, who's got in between the fullback and the centre-back, finds Farmer, and that's why Boney is the best goalkeeper in the division, but he hasn't faced a threat like McWilliams yet. And here comes the corner from Alpha Ruprecht, looking for McWilliams at the far post, and unfortunately, he just heads it up into the air over the top of the crossbar. I mean, realistically, a draw here would be fine. Oh, we're doing a shenanigans set piece. Oh, goodness me, what are we up to here? This is a nonsense. And it's a nonsense that has led to Ollie Ewing scoring an absolutely thunderous goal. It's his first goal of the season. How do you do that 40 games in as your first goal of the season? That's absolutely ridiculous. But what a goal it is. And Boney is beaten. And makes that league table look really rather attractive. Alpha Ruprecht trying to feed it through to the on-rushing Dafern, but can't find him. And now it's back with Boney again in the in goal for South Shields. Is it South Shields or Southport? It's one of the South teams. I keep forgetting which one we're playing. South Shields. I'm so old. I should be able to remember stuff like that over the course of a 5-minute period. Goodness me. Right, we've won the ball back there through Shipley, and now Craig plays it forward to Agbenon, and now Farmer back to Dafern. Can't find Alpha Ruprecht, and we've given the ball away quite cheaply here, but Ellison does really well to come back and cover. One thing I would like to do now that we've got a little bit of money behind us is not rely quite so much on loans as we have before. Obviously, looking at this 11, McWilliams is in on loan, Ellison's in on loan, Dafern and Tripp are both in on loan. We'd quite like to be able to put out 11s that are all our players next season. Let's get some youth development going. Let's get these Premier League youngsters in and actually turn a few more of them into superstars rather than doing other clubs' player development for them. We're going to ignore the fact that we just conceded a goal. It is 1-1, but we're not going to worry about it because we're going to go and we haven't had the McWilliams goal yet. We haven't had the Farmer goal yet. There's more to come from us. Worry not, although it is South Shields with the corner as we approach half-time, and this is where we need McWilliams at the other end of the pitch. He was the closest guy to it, but didn't get there ahead of the South Shields player, but luckily he couldn't direct his header any better than McWilliams could direct his earlier in the match. 1-1 at half-time. It's not half-time because Dafern's just picked up an injury on the stroke of half-time. 50 minutes on the clock, and Joe Knight is going to have to come on with seconds to play at the end of the first half. And that's not ideal because Dafern has been an absolutely key player for us over the second half of this season. Certainly he's really come into his own as a superstar. But Knight, we know how good he can be. We all remember his debut hat-trick, and maybe he's got more nonsense in him. He's got a long throw in him, apparently. Couldn't get as far as the first player, but Farmer is there to clean up his mess, tries to give it back to Shipley, gives the ball away, and he just wandered off the pitch. Is that him? No, that's Cabia. Cabia is warming up in full kit, which is, I'm pretty sure, not allowed. Right, Alpha Ruprecht in the right wing position, tries to play it across to Farmer, can't find him, but McWilliams is there, shoots from range, and he's desperate to prove that he's not just a big guy to aim the long throws and the corners at, but he's not very good at proving it, unfortunately. Knight, once again, can't do the long throw, but this time Farmer saves him a little bit earlier, does really well, crosses over to Alpha Ruprecht. That is a very, very good header, and that's an 11th goal of the season for him, and it's 2-1 to Brackley. And if it stays like this, we're as good as a National League team, because this would be a 6-point gap with, I think, 8 games to go, and we're surely not throwing it away from there. Surely. It's a very good header, the way he plays that back across goal. Perfect technique from Alpha Ruprecht. And why is it only showing a 3-point gap? I thought it was a 6-point gap. Were we not as far ahead as I thought we were before? Oh, that's a lovely header over the top for Farmer. And it's a stupendous finish from Owen Farmer. 37th goal of the season from him. I tell you what, he's going to be looking at the new boy on £1.5 grand a week, thinking, if he's worth £1.5 grand, I'm worth 5. because that is brilliant. It was a great header. I think it was Knight who's just headed it over the top of the back four. But that finish from Farmer was absolutely excellent. And it's now 3-1. We've hit him with the good old double whammy. And that should be that, boys and girls. Job should be done from here, you would think, unless we absolutely combust, which, fingers crossed, we won't. But it is South Shields knocking the ball around us, and Shipley is there to cover, plays it forward. I don't think he was looking for Tripp, but Tripp's come away with it and now plays it out looking for Alpha Rupert, but can't find him. And we've been caught out of position here. Several of our players kind of ball chasing a little bit and getting themselves into a little bit of trouble. But luckily, the shooting from South Shields left a little to be desired, goes wide, and we maintain the 2-goal cushion. McWilliams can never finish a football match, so he's going to be coming off. That will do for now. We've still got one more substitution to use, but we'll save it and use it on one of the front three, whichever one looks most tired as we head towards the end of the match. We have got Cabbier on the bench. We've got Marsh on the bench. In fact, Shipley is the most tired man. So Davies is going to come off. Craig can move over to left back. And we have to keep our shiny attacking toys on the bench. There you go. The league table has updated. So it is now 6 points clear of Telford and South Shields. Telford have emerged from nowhere. And I think we play them before the end of the season. Knight is looking for one more attempt at a long throw. And that is ridiculous because that is 2 centre-backs combining. Craig knocked it down with Davis. And there's no way Keston Davies should be able to do that goal. He is enjoying playing for a Tycoon. Everyone's playing for contracts. But this was brilliant. It's a lovely touch from Craig. But that first time hit from Davis, he could be given that opportunity 1,000 times and he still only scores it that one time. That was ridiculous. But 4-1, we have sent a strong message there today. Right, Dick man. Goodness me. He's got things to say, hasn't he? Right. What are we doing? There you go. There's your double header. FA Trophy semi-final and Telford in the league. That's your next episode. We could book a spot at Wembley, maybe, and potentially secure promotion. All in one delicious little episode-sized parcel. We've got a Tycoon! If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.